we do know how to do discovery phase. And we have experience with a lot of things because of your assholishness at this point. We're not stupid dancers that don't know the law. You know, somebody was saying, stay in your lane. Yeah, stay in my lane. My lane is biology, chemistry. Yeah, science.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we were able to figure out the dinosaurs so easily.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all bullshit. All of this is cube bullshit. And you guys want to stay under their bullshit? Are you kidding me? Why? Why would you want to do that? This is your ticket to get out. Okay, we're not going to die. We're just not going to die. But we suffered damage, and that is what we want to sue for. And, you know, this ineptness and incompetence, this, you guys have not done things in a timely manner, and you jeopardize our lives for what? Because you were afraid, and that was all you have. And yet we have all these monuments around here, and these good guys' words saying the only thing you're afraid of or have to fear is fear itself. And what is fear? It's your stupid ass perceptions.
Oh yeah, that is what that would mean, isn't it?
Yeah.
The idea and what creates fear.
Here, can I use your eyeglasses? Keep talking.
So, just like in like films and stuff, when you make a horror film, what makes the best kind of horror film? You taught me this.
Yeah, you can't see the bad guys. You only see the essence of the bad guys. And I think that's why Signs and Alien was more frightening than like Godzilla and King Kong. You can see the zipper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it basically, you have to use your own mind to make yourself afraid, and apparently the strategy works for a film.
Didn't work on us in real life. So look, these are ow, god dang it. These are lenses, right? So lenses, they can be meant to seen for good or evil. So you need to put the lenses on that make you see the truth. And these are the good lenses. You need to put them on. I'm not going to put them on, but I don't want to damage your glasses.
I'll be the example.
Yeah, and you'll see clearly. But if you use lenses that make you see deception and lies and fear, you're going to make the wrong decisions, and you're going to jeopardize yourselves even more. Obviously, you're making selfish decisions. Okay? This is your job. If you didn't want to be a senator, then what were you expecting? You are going to make decisions based on things that may jeopardize you and your family. I didn't step into those roles. Why? Because I didn't want to do that. But I took the greater risk as a civilian, as a performer, you know, and some people, you know, I have little fame, you know, other people who are in Star Wars and Star Trek have bigger fame. It's different levels, obviously. And I'm well known in the dance community. If people say they don't know me, they're probably cute people. No, a lot of people know me. I got rid of half of them. I had 1,400 contacts on my Facebook, and I whittled it with the board previously, my husband, my son, down to like 230 something. I was like, oh, they're all Q minion type people or something. I was like, bye.
Mm-hmm.
Not interested. So, you know, guys, you really need to be able to just pull your shit together. And look, if you're too afraid to help us, you don't deserve your job. Just step down. Step the fuck down and let somebody else take your position who is not afraid, who wants to do good. I'm not kidding. We have this publicly known. We will reward you for your trouble. You know, I'm a generous person.
Indeed.
We want to engrave your name alongside of all these heroes who helped us. I mean, come on. What a great opportunity. You have somebody. This is what the beauty of Jesus is, just in case you guys didn't know. He gives you that SOS, help, I'm drowning. And he sends in the rope. And you can hold on to that rope. And he pulls you out of the mire. I'm sending you. We are sending you that rope saying, hey, hang on, let's go. It has been made publicly, like you guys to chicken shit to make it public. We are making it public, so our word is held to the publicity of the video made public. I ain't gonna go back on my word. People won't let us, number one, but number one, before the number one, I should say, that should be number two. Number one is I won't let myself. because I consider myself a real Christian who loves the whole concept of Jesus. And since I'm a Jew, it's Messianic Christianity or Messianic Jew. It doesn't matter how you say it or see it. It's a Jew who believes that Christ is the Savior. It's not betraying my people by any means, because Jesus was a Jew. How beautiful is that? So, you know, whether you see him as a Messiah or not, he still was a very good person that made a lot of good sense. And we got to go through that whole Bible, guys, because I think something was lost in translation there.
On purpose, probably.
Yeah, why does it say that when women get older, all they, you know, they lose their beauty, all they have is really their spirit? Well, what about the men? Sounds like Q bullshit to me. What, men don't get ugly when they get older? Nobody should get ugly when they get older. Here's why. This stupid dust, this ancient dust that's been around too long, that basically ages people. It basically ages people. It makes their skin sag. It makes all of this. Look, all this is all patched up now. And, you know, a little bit of exercising, eating better, and just waiting for, you know, the vaccine to really kick in.
Well, that's another thing. The vaccine took basically a big step towards resistance, didn't it?
So resistance isn't futile, it's necessary. Fine, watch Star Trek. We're trekkers ourselves. But don't believe the Borg, because they're fucking goddamn liars. Even the show proved that they were liars. The Borg doesn't win. Resistance isn't futile. It is necessary. I actually originally came up with that.
Yes, you did.
We have evidence of it too. Okay, so guys, we're not losing. I know we're not losing. You have the majority that's voting to help us. Now, the majority of you, why don't you start getting on these stupid people who are too afraid? Encourage them, okay? I don't know all of their names, so you're gonna have to give us a little hand here. You're gonna have to help more. So encourage the hell out of these people. I'm so uncomfortable in here. You're gonna have to encourage these people and get them to move their little asses a lot quicker. Because you know what's going to happen? Unfortunately, everybody's going to go to court. And, you know, the good guys will know who you are. And you know who you are and how you voted. So you'll be able to clear your names in court very easy. And we're like, good, come over here. Help us get these people, you know? But guys, we all have a common enemy. Even with the Q people. I'm addressing Q people now. The 13. See, you're mocking Jesus's apostles now, which I don't like. How offensive.
That would explain why there's a couple of religious people in the group, or supposed.
Oh God, you basically.
They do it on purpose.
Fucked Christianity.
They do
Awful.
They do it on purpose, knowing.
That ain't a good cover. So anyway, you guys need to understand that you need to. We all have the same common enemy. Billy. The forbidden name nobody could speak. Oh my God. How stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, what else do we need to address?
I don't know. Well, the fact that we're still out here. Really, guys, do you know how bad you look? Oh my gosh, in a court of law, you guys are going to be so much in trouble.
Yeah, because we sent you a dissertation.
We know that people that might not have gotten it were given a copy of it.
We have records and recordings of the mailing service giving us the number, the name of the person.
Picked it up, where it went after that. We have all of it.
Yeah.
Time, date, all of it.
Yeah, some of that stuff they weren't supposed to tell us, but we got it. Which I found interesting.
How do we do this stuff, guys?
I don't know, but...
How do we do it? I can tell you how we do it. Maybe we are blessed by the Lord, the real creator, and he's guiding us. Maybe we do have really powerful friends who are helping us and guiding us. Maybe these bad guys need to be very afraid. Maybe the good guys who are too afraid to stand up need to be afraid of us. You guys are afraid of Q. And when I say be afraid of us, I'm talking about fear in a respectful sense, because we will win our court case. There's no way about it. We will win our court case so easily.
Indeed.
And it'd be a shame to do that. But, you know, hey, and you know what? I think a judge is going to say to us, what the hell are you guys doing waiting so long? You guys had so much. You gave so much latitude and graciousness and patience. And it's like, we want to make sure there's no loopholes for us where they could say, aha, you know. So we did our due diligence over and over and over and over again. And I think, you know what? They know that. They know this.
Of course.
Whew. It's hot. I'm going to wear my mini skirt today.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, look at these. Looks like McCarthy's got his little extras out today again.
Which direction are you looking at?
All over. Look at these. They're doing the leg thing now.
Oh. Yeah, I can't see because these things are...
Yeah, I know. I can see from my vantage point. So stupid. Really? How's it go? When one Q member passes on, then the next one comes up and they vet you up the chain?
Looks like it.
Here, you're in charge of extras acting in the real world that are gonna just do things without doing things. What the hell? I mean, what a stupid job.
That means it was probably another Californian that was in the place of this guy before. Interesting. Because you gotta wonder about the older members that are not in queue anymore.
Where are they?
They could be dead by now, probably.
That's interesting. Oh, yeah, and good guys, we haven't turned over to the dark side. I don't know what's showing up on our social media feeds. It's kind of bullshit, I hear. But, no, we haven't turned over to the dark side. Are we mad at some of the good guys? Well, hell yeah, because we're living in our goddamn SUV. What do you think? You can't put two and two together and, like, say, oh, I could see why they would be mad. They don't want to live in an SUV. You don't live in an SUV. Why should we? Just turn on and engage with the thought processes. And don't keep thinking that we owe the world to do this, because we don't. We don't. Do you see any place where it was written?
Nope.
Because that enslaves us too. See, Q enslaves us, and intellectual property, everything you say, we own, and, you know, they listen to everything. And we can't ever really do anything and have our friends that we really want to, because Q makes sure that we don't, and they put their people in place. Well, for any good guys who think that we owe this to you, that's wrong too. It's another form of slavery, isn't it? We get to make the choice. If we are doing this, this is something because it's the right thing to do, and we're good people, and you're going to benefit from our sacrifice. We're not laying our lives down. We're not martyrs. If anything happens to us, we were murdered, not martyred. Martyrs always make the decision. And we never signed up for this. We never signed up to be on the battlefield. We signed up to do this legally, okay? We wanted to present our findings in our dissertation, us present physically. And we got the whole idea from Fred Rogers being in Congress, remember?
I remember that. That was
He was
nice.
asking for money to support his show and what he stood for and everything like that. So hopefully he wasn't a bad guy in any way, shape, or form. Good Lord.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like it.
It doesn't seem like it, but I don't put anything anywhere anymore. So hopefully he was good. So we're just assuming he was.
Oh, we wouldn't be crushed if you found out otherwise by any means.
At this point,
We aren't surprised by anything anymore.
no, we're not. So here's the thing. That gave us the idea. And I'm like, I'm wondering if we can get some help from our government, because we were looking at other things that have happened. And this is at a federal level. You know, you had this stupid-ass Veterans Office chick saying, oh, that's a Better Business Bureau thing. I was like, no, it's not. Unlawful surveillance and being followed and people using that and our intellectual property, recording us and all this stuff in the privacy of our own home? No, it's not. So, yeah, give me a break. How stupid. And we're pretty sure that that acted as a means for our government to actually start investigating and getting things done in the Veterans Office to help everybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, it's not the same subject, but I said that my father was treated bad, my brother was treated bad, we're being treated bad. You know, I'm a daughter of a veteran. Come on now. I get some perks out of this too. And I wasn't treated right. So I think that was, you know, our letter, because we sent several of them. We sent them to Trump and some other people complaining about how we were being treated. And it's like, wait a minute. You don't know enough that this situation is federal and you work in the federal government and you're telling us to go to the Better Business Bureau? You're a jackass. But we wanted to contact the Veterans Office on behalf of my father to make sure that he could have some protections, and my brother. You know, and our whole family, because we are basically a military family because of my father, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying. And the fact that you have treated my family, see, I feel that you guys abducted, the government abducted my family, and you used us as bait. Come here and help your whoever I am to these people that you have. And now that we can't get in touch with any of them, and they haven't wished my son a happy birthday, and they're never late.
I know, there's like so many people that would say something.
Yeah. And I'm like, all these people? That's never happened. Maybe one once in a blue moon, but this many? That's never, and we have record of it so we could prove it.
Which we know that T-Mobile, the carrier, is blocking a lot of our things too, which is interesting.
Yeah, then you have to ask why.
They blocked the phone number to the White House switchboard by pretending it doesn't exist anymore.
Did you guys see that video? Did you upload that one?
Not yet.
Oh my god, he's gonna upload that video. And he calls on one line and it says this number is no longer in existence or something like that.
This number is no longer in service, yes.
And it is. It's listed on the White House.
Yeah, it's the White House switchboard.
Yeah.
I've called it from that device many times. I called it from another device entirely. It
Probably
goes through
thousands of times at this point. Yeah, and so we used some other person's phone and it's like it went right through. So, oops, we caught you.
Considering it's been a contact in my regular phone for years now. It hasn't changed.
Fucking liars. They can't say it's a glitch because we updated, right? All the phones are updated. There's nothing wrong.
Yep. Plus, I called it with that phone here, and it went through the first two, well, maybe about first 4 times that we called, and then suddenly it doesn't exist for that one.
Yeah, it's not the government blocking it because they have our other number and they didn't block it, so it's not the government.
It's T-Mobile.
They're pretty bad. They're like Satan.
They've done this with a couple things.
Yeah, but other people have our other phone line. Why aren't people wishing my son a happy birthday? Because they're probably not allowed to talk right now. Why is that? Probably because they're either being held captive or something's up. And I don't appreciate that because we need to be with our family right now.
Yep.
You know, the whole thing, oh, they're probably just not answering because they don't want to. Everyone's going to have an excuse while you do all this, you know, brush it under the rug. That's why we need to do a lawsuit, because we don't want this brushed under the rug and you guys hide and pretend that this was nothing. Meanwhile, we lost tens of thousands of dollars.
Indeed.
It protects us to do a lawsuit, too.
Actually, no, I have the phone right with me. We could try calling the switchboard and have it in this video.
Oh,
too.
let's try it. Oh, wouldn't that be funny if it worked? But it doesn't matter because we have the other video that shows it wasn't working.
Indeed. Here.
But let's just see if it's working today.
Yeah, of course. Like this. Get the contact up. Let's see. That's the wrong one. I have 2 numbers, one for the comment line, one for the switchboard. So we want this one. So I'm gonna call this
202. 456-1414.
Yeah, on a mobile. This goes directly to his White House switchboard. You can look it up online.
Cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Or dial 611 for customer assistance. Message NY00251.
I don't know what that is. And it disconnects on itself.
Oops.
Can't get the full message because it doesn't even ring. I can't get the full speaker in time.
So something is wrong. Very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to say, well, why would a phone company block us unless they were Q vetted?
Mm-hmm.
What, they think that we don't know this?
Oh, the phone company?
Yeah.
Maybe, but then
That's
again,
right, Q wouldn't inform them.
No, they would not.
Very interesting.
They might be informed now with this video. I'd be surprised if T-Mobile didn't recognize all my tweets on Twitter with me bothering them all the time.
I know.
I put the guy that owns T-Mobile in the corporate pickle heads, what do you call list.
That's great.
He doesn't notice apparently.
So you guys need to help us. Like a lot. So I have my mom's hands, but I don't have her fingernails.
Yep.
You guys can't double me. There's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way. Too much record, too much everything. Yeah, they were parading around a whole bunch of people in shorts right around here, hoping that we'd get out, and it's like, oh good, stand over there. So we won't go over there today because they're gonna have their cameras and they'll be able to judge our legs and everything.
Okay, that's fine.
What's that?
Sounds like a helicopter. Let's see, where's the Capitol building? I think back there.
Yeah.
So it could be Marine One. It flies
Could be. We see you guys a lot.
I don't hear it anymore.
Here, let me show you an example of what we're dealing with too. See. And it's so coordinated because look, now here's another one who's going to cross. It's so funny.
And they look at our vehicle.
Yeah.
You see that?
She's still staring at it.
And she stops. She's on the phone after looking.
She's crouching down. Does she know she's being recorded?
She does?
I said, does she know?
Good question. And she looks this way again. And what the hell is she doing? You get this?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
This is the type of shit we see all the time.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's like they're looking for the checkpoint and they try to verify, like,
Where we are.
it's like they might even get a little questionnaire when they reach a spot because so many people, they just stop while looking at the phone. They just stop there, look at the target if there's no human target, then look back at the phone, possibly answer a questionnaire or upload a picture or whatever, and then they'd be on their way. We see this done all the time. There's that one guy who put his phone up against the bar that had a red dot on it. It's like he was registering a checkpoint on his phone.
Yeah, where we were eating.
And this guy had business attire. It's like, what does he need to do that for?
I don't like this place.
Yeah.
I don't like this place at all. Oh, well, maybe the reason they don't want us to go back to California is because of McCarthy.
Could be.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what, you want us to spend the rest of our lives out here just kind of floating adrift? Ground control to Major Tom? Don't think we don't know about that too. We ain't gonna do that. So, you know. Yeah. So, our homies, why don't you weigh in? Do you want us to file this suit or not? And don't do some lame-ass hint drop where you guys are just wearing suits and that's going to register for us to do a lawsuit. It won't. We're going to ignore that, actually.
Yeah, we know you guys have the ability to say the word lawsuit.
Yeah,
and say
please.
you can say you should sue them. That would be a great way to do it.
Because, this hint drop thing has become so dangerous to us and so disrespectful that, we started tuning it out, because we can't live under duress with that, even if you guys think you're helping, because it's very detrimental to us in many ways, and that's going to have to be looked at in court too, because this is unacceptable behavior. We've been professional. We have been very communicative. Is that the right tense? Right?
Communitory.
We've done everything legitimately. We documented over and abundantly, and it protects us and it protects the people who are helping us. But this is uncalled for. And the thing that said, okay, that's fucking enough, was the SNL show. Okay, guys, the actors, Elon, totally see it for what it is. We're not mad at you guys or anything like that. But we have to look at the producers and the writers and say, WTF, who made you do this? And then you take it up, and then Lorne Michaels, sorry, is that his name?
I'm not very versed on who runs it.
And then NBC Universal, we're looking at that too, and we're just kind of like, well, why would you guys do such a thing like that?
Yeah, well,
murder, dirter, shirter, like, we weren't gonna get that. That was awful.
Yeah, unless the CEO is a Q member, but that would be too obvious to pass it from the CEO all the way down to the cast.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That doesn't make any sense.
It was probably inserted somewhere in the production area.
Yeah, that's why we're looking at that, because we know how production works, because we're in production too. And, that was very uncalled for and uncool. And, it was very hurtful. And I feel like you guys were like targeting my parents, trying to threaten them, saying that you're gonna murder their daughter, me. And it's like, no, how about not? So if anything happens to me, anybody who didn't try to help us, which, it's, 30% of the Congress, accomplice maybe, negligence maybe, incompetence, there's a lot to look at.
Yeah, and I believe it was the president that noted about, Musk's performance. He basically said he's done better acting, in other words.
Oh, you seem nervous. Elon, you seem nervous, hon. Sorry. You should just tell these fuckers you don't want to do that shit. You know how many times I've turned down things that I knew they were Q? I didn't know it was Q. I didn't know that. I knew it was this, I called it the corporation or the they, the them, this group who I didn't have a name for. And I just knew it was coming from them, and I'm like, no fucking way am I doing that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my producers wanted me to do an androgynous role. So see, they were trying to get me to be trans all along, but like for real.
Yeah, he's the same guy that shouted out the word Molly during the shoot for that one thing.
Yeah, he was like, okay, do a dance phrase.
Had all the weird mannequins themed stuff.
Can I finish?
I'm sorry.
A dance phrase, has like a count of 8 at least, usually 2 counts of 8. It becomes your dance phrase, just like in music you have a riff. That's just a butterfly. And anyway, so he said, now do that, and every time I say Molly, do that. And I'm like, Molly? What does that mean? They wanted me to be one of the Mollies, stable horses. I'm like, I ain't doing that. And then that didn't work, so then he was trying to get me to perform where I did an androgynous role, right? Isn't that what you do? You do the androgynous role, and that way they can threaten you and saying, well, you're going to keep doing what I want, otherwise we're going to make you trans, and we're going to take over your publicity and make you trans. Like, they're trying to do that to me. And I'm not saying it if it's a bad thing for people who want to do it, but if you don't want to do anything, it could be a stable horse slut, it could be being trans and you don't want to be, it could be anything. That's disparagement, right? Somebody representing you in a wrong way that is detrimental to you. That's the legal term. So I'm not saying trans as if it's a bad thing. It would be bad for me, though, because that's not what I want to do. If you want to do that, you guys know all the things I've done for LGBTQ, so don't even start with me. right? And
Yeah.
what else?
There's the mannequin theme.
Oh yeah, there was like all this mannequin stuff in there, and I'm like, this is